Hi, and welcome to Starlight House. I'm Prashant, and this is your weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Aries. This is a general reading, so I hope you take what resonates and leave everything else behind. Not everything would resonate with you. And if it seems like the message resonates to you, there's an extended to it. The link for that extended is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That would be very helpful. So Aries, how was the first week of November? I hope exciting for you. Let's see what you're thinking about. What is going on with you? Let's see. What's going on with Aries? For the sign of Aries. Eight of Swords. Releasing some blinds, some old beliefs, some illusionary beliefs. What's blocking it? Connection to inner light. Fully believing in oneself. Past situations. Knight of Wands. Being a little more callous, less cautionary, like acting at times more impetuously, and giving. It's like acting based on other people's beliefs, following orders. It's like a very knightly thing. It's like you're following other ministers or their leaders' orders. That kind of situation. Mind's ambition. King of Swords. Lot of information and understanding came through that, and you're hoping to assimilate, digest that. Future situations. Three of Chalices. Heart's desire. Six of Chalices. Hopes and fears. Two of Wands. Suggested advice or action. Temperance. Context for this advice or action. Ten of Coins. Hoping for financial stability and potential outcome. Hierophant energy. Finding all the answers within oneself. Alright. So there seems to be like understanding, realization that previously when you were acting or when you were basically in a job situation, in a business adventure, or like any day-to-day exercise, what you used to believe in or the thoughts that you thought previously were yours, you started realizing or unraveling that foundationally they probably don't belong to you. It's been passed on to you by like some sort of family system or a traditional belief or a like cultural system. And if it's based connected to your profession or is connected to your monetary aspect of life, so it could be an institutional belief about how you make money. So it's like you're shedding off that kind of an understanding. So previously you used to be in a very knightly energy, it's like following someone else's beliefs, their orders, their traditions. In work, following one way of approaching situation, one way of trying to create money for you. So it's like you're realizing that one way of approaching situation created this illusionary boundary around you. See how the angelic self of yours is blocked by these artificial sword boundary. You can easily fly away if you take your blindfolds out. You can easily find a new way of approaching situation if you just take your blindfolds off. And that's what you're realizing right now. You're realizing in the past you were in a very knightly way of approaching things. You used to follow other people's order, and then that could have left you with some deception or some legal struggle or some like the amount of time it took for success to reach to you, or the amount of time when you believed in a cultural system or something like, or like a family aspect, and the amount of effort, the friction you have to go through to keep believing in that family or culture aspect in the side of profession, the amount of energy you have to keep putting in to get that minimalistic, it like abundance, like the minimalistic happiness from it. There's like an offset. There's like the seesaw is completely offset right now. The effort being put in, or the friction caused by believing in an old system, all of that is way too high compared to what you are receiving, like happiness, contentment, abundance, joy, like of financially happy and secure. All that is offset. Your suggestion is related to finance, and you're also hoping for love energy. So seems like there's like an unraveling related to all of your old family system, and that could have also, like how you were raised could have also designed what you approached, or how you had approached to create money in life. For example, maybe growing up you were told like sports or stand-up comedian or any sort of creative art is not like a sure shot way, or it's not like an accepted way or respected way of making money. It could have also blocked you from experiencing different aspects of your life, broadening your cultural horizon by traveling different places and trying to explore more, understanding more about those places. That would have an understanding about the people and culture could have broadened you further. Previously, all those, like these artificial boundaries, which maybe the people who have set for you or would have made you understand these are boundaries, it was just the boundaries that they couldn't cross. It was just the limitations that they believed that anything outside that would be unstable. And now you're feeling kind of pushed either outside completely, or you're realizing the amount of effort or friction spent in such scenarios is way too high than the contentment or happiness you're receiving. So the balance is out of order. You're realizing that you're getting pushed out of boundaries. You're realizing that you're getting squeezed to walls, and all of that is making you look again at your own belief systems and trying to figure out, hey, is there like just blindfolds on my eye? Is there like, if I just remove this illusion from me, if I find a new way of looking at it, if I find a new way of approaching things, maybe there is a solution. Maybe I just don't have to give in to all these old beliefs that were previously blocking me or holding me down. My angelic self was getting trapped and was being held down. So these illusionary boundaries were basically blocking you. So seemingly there is like a lot of information coming your way from yourself, from your higher self, from whoever you connected with, like friend, family, like whoever you believe in, and whoever you trust. And that trust also has to reside inside you, because now all this information that's coming in from all these trusted people, all this feedback that's coming in from your previous experiences, all of that is rushing in a lot of information and understanding, and you're suddenly realizing that, hey, I can just take out my blindfolds and literally fly away. So all that understanding that's coming in, it's kind of can be overwhelming. It can be a very overwhelming experience, both emotionally, psychologically. Emotionally, you start feeling guilty or trapped in the past. Psychology would be like something like, oh, I would have to unravel so much of how I behaved in the past, how I should have behaved, and how I still consciously approach that behavior. So it could be a very overwhelming experience with all this information coming in your way. Realizing the seesaw is out of balance, realizing that things are out of balance, reminiscing about the past. Six of Chalices is pointing towards that you are stuck, you are at the crossroad, you are like at the fork junction. Should I stay with how I used to do things in the past? that would maintain peace, that would maintain the security, that would maintain how I used to approach life. Should I stay in the familiar? Or should I actually accept that this boundary is imaginary and I cross it to the other side? Because on the other side, things might be challenging, things might be tough, but you might actually receive the happiness, the love, the financial abundance that you have always hoped. What's stopping you is this illusionary boundary around you. Is these blindfolds that were put on you by other people's failures, by their own lack of testing boundaries. So it's a very experiential moment where if you realize, if you can connect truly to your light, to your own inner self, find trust in yourself first and then look for that outside. Because once you start trusting yourself, all the validation, all the knowledge, all the answers you're seeking are in here. Once you trust yourself, connect to your own mind and heart. Become your own wise leader. Start looking at your own self to answer your question. Look at these keys. This Hierophant is holding like a keys to his own mind and heart, clearly pointing towards that he completely understands and he holds control over his thoughts and his feelings. Because once that control is achieved, once you receive that control, you find ways to connect to yourself, to your own starlight. Once you connect to your own starlight, once you hear its voice completely and clearly, there's no stopping you. All this financial abundance, expression of self-love, and projecting self in a very positive way outside would bring in everything you're hoping. You're hoping for abundant opportunities, not only at work but also honing the other want for relationships. All of that seemingly got blocked out by previously you being stuck in other people's beliefs, other people's tradition. So I would just say that because it would be a very overwhelming experience just suddenly realizing everything from the past might not hold true, or a lot of things from the past might not hold true. How you approach things, how you approach life, all of that suddenly might not make sense. Maybe previously it was society telling you how to do things, your friends, your peers telling you how to do things. Now it became your professional peers or managers or people who you work with or work for, they telling you what to do. You never had a moment to take a pause and start acting for how you wanted to do things. A year of retrospection of this 2020 has allowed you to start realizing, a lot of those beliefs weren't yours. They somehow became part of your conscious because of the majority of people around you pursuing that belief. Suddenly you're realizing that there is a lot of friction for you for that belief, or a lot of effort spent for you to keep pursuing that belief. It could be a money-making way, it could be a cultural way, it could be a way of achieving happiness, contention, inner peace. All of that suddenly is no longer makes sense. And the rush of information coming to you, the rush of understanding coming your way, has kind of left you with a very overwhelming experience. So temperance is really suggested for you. Take a good amount of time to process all this. Don't rush it. Validate every single emotion, acknowledge it, breathe through it, let it flow through you. A balanced approach would allow this transition, taking off these blindfolds, becoming this Hierophant, a wise leader, connected to your own light. this transformation from your old self, where you were just following someone else's orders or beliefs, to your new self who truly shines and radiates your own light and beliefs. Take very good care of yourself during this transformation. Be very patient. Be very patient. Suggestions would be like, if you feel very excited or overwhelmed with the stimuli received from outside or the chaos received from outside, or when you are choosing to stand for yourself and then there is a chaos from outside, chaotic stimuli from outside, any form, conflict, any form of, basically, like that would, if something would excite you, in that scenario, try to breathe through that moment. Try to just understand that everything would pass and you will get to the other side. Once you breathe through it, once you let those feelings of those chaoticness from outside go through you, you realize that everything, all the validation, all the pieces inside, everyone creating that stimulus against you is kind of internally chaotic, and that's why they're projecting that outward. Once you become internally peaceful, you would just project your peace outward. So when all this information is coming in, or when you are reminiscing about how the past memories or how the past had impacted you, be very patient with yourself. Be very connected to yourself. Because once you find your inner connection, your inner love, getting to this Three of Chalices situation where you start building relationships with other people becomes easier, because then you are at peace and loving with yourself. So what you give outward is basically love. When there is a lack of love for self, like, then putting that outwards with someone else and then building that bond becomes a harder process. Finding a self-love, self-connection, self-light, and then projecting it outwards is an easier task. And then building relationship becomes a very easy task. So take this time, take this process very patiently. Be very temperate with yourself. Believe all the love and the relationship are coming in the future. For now, it's just for you to find a steady ground with all these changing beliefs, all these chaotic conflicts that's going around you. You're looking to find that steady ground. And one way of doing it is finding a balanced approach at taking everything coming in. Realizing within the moment to be completely present and completely aware. Process everything that comes to you and then let it flow. Be peaceful with oneself. And that peace would just take you through this chaoticness. I would suggest you to take up some meditation exercises. If you meditate, that's great. If you don't, then take up some meditation exercises. Try to meditate on your 4th chakra and like on your 6th chakra. 4th chakra would be your heart, and 6th, the 3rd eye. So heart and mind, so the Hierophant energy. Try to meditate on those two. And just breathe through those anxiety moments or the chaotic moments that might push you over the edge. Just breathe through those moments and let it flow. Let those moments flow, because you have all the strength and abilities to go through them. With this 10 of Pentacles, everything in the future seems abundant. You just have to get to that space, get to that energy, and be comfortable with it. So to recap the general reading, previously you were in a very knightly energy where you used to follow other people's beliefs, ideas, other people's way of approaching life, creating money, creating value for themselves. Over this last 1 year, over the introspection of self, you've realized a lot of those beliefs are not yours. Or maybe you've also gone through a chaotic process of realizing that the amount of effort you had spent in your ways of approaching money, or the amount of friction that you feel from your cultural beliefs or your traditional beliefs or your family beliefs, all of that compared to what you receive in terms of happiness and contentment, the balance is out of order. The balance is out of order, and it's creating you to question the illusionary boundaries around you. The illusionary boundaries were previously holding you down with these illusionary blindfolds on your eyes. Take them off and just fly. Fly away from these boundaries. The transition process to connect to yourself, to connect to your mind and heart and become your own leader, connecting to your starlight, it would be a slightly harder process. Going through all these changing beliefs, going through all these past memories, all the information coming in towards you, it would be an overwhelming process. Suggestions from the card is be temperate, believe in future abundance, go through every moment and let it flow through you, breathe through every moment. My suggestion is also take up meditation exercises. Try to meditate on your 4th and 6th chakra. Try to connect your mind and heart. Once you do, once you find your light, you authentically shine it outwards, you'll find all the abundance you're seeking, all the relationships, everything you're seeking. Find your inner love, find your inner trust. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, there's an extended to it. In the extended, I will look more at your current aura energy, how to further go through this overwhelming process of balancing our emotion and balancing all the knowledge about our beliefs coming to our way, and then messages from the oracle. Also, I would look at the timing card, timing behind when this transformation process would complete. When can we start looking at opportunities outside? All of that, I would look in the extended. The link for that is below in the description box. I hope you liked the reading, and if you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining me here, and have an amazing week.